Does day trading penny stocks using Heiken Ashi candles really make you more money day trading than any other strategy? The short answer is yes, but you need a very specific setup to make it work. And this is how I take every single trade. This week I've had 100% wins on every single trade, and every single trade I take is always documented in my trade chat room for my mentoring clients. That's right, every single trade plan that I make, I post it ahead of time, ahead of my actual trades, so that my mentoring clients know the support, the resistance, and the targets that I've identified. And they get this information far in advance of every trade that I take. They know my thought process. They know my trade plan. They know exactly what setups that I'm looking for and how much money that they'll be making on their trades the minute they see these setups happen. And the good news is, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps that have allowed me to achieve this 100% win rate this week, trading penny stocks and using Heiken Ashi candles, okay? So let's go. First, let me show you how effective this method is. Check out this penny stock day trade using Heiken Ashi candles. A 1,600 profit trade that only took 10 minutes, and I only leveraged 2,500 shares to make that $1,600 profit. And here's another penny stock trade that I took. I took this trade using my Heiken Ashi strategy. This one paid me $2,960 profit in just 9 minutes. And I drew this target in advance. And I even told all of my coaching students about this $5.45 target level. I told them that that would be the target way in advance of me even entering the trade. And look how accurate that is. So this is all good, and this is absolutely what you need. So the goal is to look for this specific setup on a stock that's moving on increasing buyer volume. And when you use Heiken Ashi candles, it makes spotting this setup really, really easy and really accurate every single time. So step one, of course, is to get your chart set up with the Heiken Ashi candles, right? And I also have my candle color-coded based on the trend direction. And this is a special trending code that I have put together, and I give this to my mentoring clients. So if you want this complete specific chart setup, with all of these settings, all of this special color coding, and all of these wonderful special custom indicators, consider joining my mentoring program, all right? Because I do give you the trade plans. Before I even get in my trades, I give out my trade plans of what I'm looking for and what I'll do with it. It's an absolute game changer for traders who want to trade like the smart money trades. And as you can see, my candles are color-coded green for the full uptrend and red for the full downtrend. And this helps them not only identify trend direction, but it also helps them stay with the trends better without getting chopped out or getting out too early. It helps keep them calm and confident in all of their trades, and that alone improves their trading accuracy and profitability dramatically. So to switch to Heiken Ashi candles, all you do is you come up here to this little Style tab and click the Heiken Ashi option right there. And to tweak the candles further for more accurate signals, go ahead and click this gear icon up here for settings. Then click the appearance tab over here, and then make sure that you've checkmarked fill down and make sure to show wicks. And basically this is how your appearance settings will look like. Got that done? Great. Next is step number 2. And this is where we're going to pick the right stock. And that's a stock from our very special scanner. And if you don't have this scanner, you've got to have it, okay? And I give it to you for free in this video up here, so be sure and check that out, okay? You'll never have a shortage of penny stocks to trade when using this very special scanner that I give you for free. Okay, got the scanner? Great. Okay, on to step 3, and this is where we're going to identify and draw our targets. And these targets are based on historical support and resistance levels. And knowing these levels is so powerful, folks. And that's because algorithms and institutions and all the very advanced traders and the smart money is also basing all of their trades on these exact levels. So doing this puts you in the top tier of all traders in the world. You're trading the exact same levels as smart money, okay? And you know these levels way ahead of time, where stocks are going to go as a target and where they'll turn and pivot the trend. What does that mean? Well, it means you won't be a bag holder. It means you won't be chasing. You won't be buying tops and selling bottoms, okay? Instead, you'll be buying exactly at the best price and selling at the top. And for me and my mentoring clients, getting these targets and support and resistance lines on here takes literally less than 9 seconds because I have a very special custom indicator that I give my mentoring clients. This shows us exactly where to draw these lines. It gives us a little clue line where to tag them, okay? But I actually go ahead and post these levels in my trade plan room for my mentoring clients, so they don't even have to go in here and draw these, even though it only takes them 9 seconds. But I go ahead and put that all together for my mentoring clients in the trade room every day so that they know way ahead of time what they're looking for so that they can let the trades come to them instead of chasing stocks without any idea of where price is going to turn or pivot or reverse on them. That's how bag holders are created. So my mentoring clients don't have to worry about that. They know where these levels are far in advance. The trade plan room gets the early heads up so that they don't have to figure it all out for themselves. So it's easy peasy and done. Okay, on to step 4, and this is simply to wait for the setup. No FOMO, no chasing, no bag holding, okay? We're just going to wait for the exact setup to show up to the party. And what's the magical Heiken Ashi setup for trading penny stocks? Well, there are several that I like. But for this video, I want to give you my absolute favorite pattern that I look for, along with the buy signal that goes along with it. You already know the target, which is these white lines that I draw, and that's where you're going to sell, and these lines also will need to become support for the next level. So now you just need to know the signal to enter the trade at the best possible price, okay? So we'll begin all of this with the pattern that we look for, okay? And the pattern that I'm going to go over in this video, which is my favorite, is the wedge pattern. I love the wedge pattern. With the charting tools that I give my mentoring clients, it's really easy to set up and identify this pattern. All you do is simply draw a trend line over the tops of these peaks like this. And you'll draw another trend line at the bottom here, where price doesn't want to fall below. And as price really gets compressed in this little tiny wedge area, at some point it's going to want to break out, right? It can't stay tight in there forever. It's going to either break out or break down. And whichever direction it goes, that tells you the bias for the trade that you're going to get in. Now, I personally, and I'm always looking for a bullish move, so I look for the breakout above this trend line. And as long as price is above resistance, it's a breakout. And then I'll get in on the next buy signal that I see. So what's the buy signal? Well, it's a two-part signal, okay? Part 1 is getting above this stop line, right? I personally only enter when the candle is above this solid light blue line here because that's my trailing stop level. It goes without saying that you don't buy if price is under your stop loss, right? So that's a no-brainer. And part 2 of this buy signal is buying the first bullish candle after the nut. Now, what's a nut? Well, what I call a nut is this little candle that looks like this, right? It's a little candle with a line straight through it. It almost kind of looks like a cross, or it can have a little squished body with that line. And the beauty of using Heiken Ashi candles is they provide an amazing confirmation of trend. So this nut candle tells me there's an equilibrium between buyers and sellers. You know, they basically agree on price. So there's very little volatility when you see a nut. They are more or less at a standoff when you see this. So the secret is whoever tips the balance at this point will determine direction and create volatility in a trend from there. So that's why I look for this little nut candle, followed by the very first bullish Heiken Ashi candle after the nut. When I see this little setup where I have this wedge breakout above resistance and this special unique nut buy signal with the confirmation, I know price will head straight for my next target, no problem. And that is all I have done all week. And really, this is the key to my 100% success on every single trade that I have taken this week. Absolutely following this signal and this setup with the Heiken Ashi candles. And the really great thing about this Heiken Ashi strategy is not only does it work for penny stocks, but it works for all stocks. It works for all equities at any price point, with any float, with any market cap. Plus, it works for crypto and Forex. It works for day trading. It works for swing trading. It works for long-term investing. So it is incredibly powerful, and it just plain works. So when it comes to day trading penny stocks, the thing you should do is click on the next video right now, okay? This next video in this penny stock series that's up next shows what happens if you only use market orders to trade penny stocks. and how you can actually make a lot more money actually using market orders with penny stocks, because I use a very special tactic that allows me to get my full order filled instantly at the right price without slippage, both when buying and selling, and I make a whole lot more money trading penny stocks doing it this way. So click and watch that video, and when you do, you'll get the tips, strategies, and the profits. And if you like this video and if you want to make more money day trading penny stocks, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, click the like button so that you'll know the minute I post the next insightful penny stock trading video. And if you'd like to join my trade plan room, where I post my winning trade plans early in the day, way before the move happens, so that you can get in early at the best price and hit your profit targets every single time, check MomentumStockTraders.com. My name is Susie Phillips, and I'll see you in the next video.